Hey guys, it's Frozen Neon here, showing you the best early jungle pathing for Elise in Season 5, and also showing you how you can effectively use your Spiderlings to tank buffs and jungle camps to make sure you take very little damage from the jungle. I think a lot of people are used to the Season 4 meta still, which has grown a little bit stale, where you pick up your 2 buffs and you try and gank top lane as soon as possible, but I think most people are used to that by now. 3 minutes, top laners and mid laners seem to be warding, so that's not quite as effective. Here, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and pick up our Stalker's Blade and our red buff at the exact same time, and then we're going to start looking for very lethal ganks around 4 minutes. Elise is already easily one of the best early gankers in the game, but having your Stalker's Blade early and also your red buff at the same time will make you truly lethal. So here we're going to start Gromp. I start my W, and a second before Gromp spawns, I cast my W Volatile Spider, where Gromp is about to spawn, and I move into Spider form. I activate Skittering Frenzy, and nuke this down with the aid of my teammates and my smite. So doing blue buff, you want to do as much damage to blue buff as you can while in human form, taking no damage until you have to move into Spider form. So what we do is we use auto attack on blue buff, Q, another auto attack, W, and another auto attack, while moving away to this boulder here. This is where the blue buff will reset and regain its health, so we have to move into Spider form here. So we change into Spider form, activate Venomous Bite and Skittering Frenzy. These 2 little health bars here are my Spiderlings. I am stood behind them intentionally so that they can take the damage from blue buff for me. As you can see, blue buff winds up its attack and it hits this little one here that's nearly dead now. Poor guy. So, with our Skittering Frenzy and we keep moving behind these 2 little Spiderlings to let them tank the damage until they eventually go down now. When these 2 Spiderlings die, you want to move back into human form and cast your spells on blue buff again while trying to kite to make sure you don't take too much damage. When you've cast your spells, you can move back into Spider form with your new Spiderlings proc to finish off the buff, and also take these 2 little guys out. Now, I've not used a single potion so far, and I'm over 400 health, so taking these 2 wolves will be very easy. I cast QW on the wolves and then move into Spider form. I'm not too bothered about Spiderling tanking here because I'm going to base after these wolves to pick up my Stalker's Blade. So I don't Spider tank this one, I just finish off these little guys. And then I base. What you can do here instead is, when you back here, you normally have to wait around 15 gold before you can pick up your Stalker's Blade. So you may want to go water your red buff before you do that. So here, I start walking over to red buff. You want to kill your red buff in the same manner that you kill blue buff. Cast as many spells, cast all of your spells, and auto attacks onto it in human form, get it down as much as possible before you move into Spider form. So I cast my Q, my W while pulling it into the bush. It's worth noting that I pull it into this bush to make sure Rengar's not hidden here. If he is, I'm level 3, I might be able to fight him. If not, I can simply repel over to these golems for my escape. So, in Spider form, I move my Spiderlings in front of the buff and I move away. As you can see, this red buff has been targeting these 2 Spiderlings, and now they go down. So here I smite this red buff, just for a little bit of the health back, but mostly just because I want it down as quickly as possible, so I am ganking at the 4-minute mark. And then I finish off those 2 little guys with my Spiderlings. So here, it's now 4 minutes. I have my Stalker's Blade, I have my red buff, and I'm looking for a gank. I can't gank top lane because Nidalee is actually AFK. So I look mid lane. Lysandra, very healthy, Ari not so healthy, this is a little bit risky. So instead, what I do is I pick up the Scuttle Crab. The Scuttle Crabs are very important, they help, you know, you get a lot of vision, you get a lot of control over whatever side of the map you pick them up on. This will hopefully protect my Vlad from this Rengar in case he tries to come up here with his double buffs to murder him. Which he does do, and he does actually pick up the kill still. So I pick up this little guy. I hit it with Cocoon, because hitting Scuttle Crab with Cocoon actually reduces its armor and magic resist by a whole bunch, and it makes it a lot easier to kill. So I pick up the Scuttle Crab, and at this point I do try and look for a gank mid lane, just to relieve some pressure on this Ahri. I'll just speed this up because we don't really get anywhere with it. Here is the final part of the clearing. that I want to show you guys. This is how you should be clearing wraiths. When you go to do wraiths, you want to walk in human form as close to them as possible. You can either walk to the center here or just here for the razor beaks. This is because when you cast your W, volatile spider, you want it to explode on all 4 of these guys just to make it a little bit faster. So here we go. Auto attack, U, W, smite for the oracles, move into spider form. Use Venomous Bites, get in Frenzy and start nuking this guy down. Then we just finish off these 2 little Spiderlings as Ari goes down to Lysandra. And I'm just going to show you me easily picking up this Lysandra kill before I finish this video. I hook the wall here to make sure she can't see me until I'm in range for my repel. When I am, I repel to this minion and use Venomous Bite. Get in 1 more auto attack before she manages to claw away. But at this point I can just flash in, get 1 more auto attack for the kill. So, thanks guys, that was my guide on what I think is the best jungle pathing for Elise. Yeah, thanks for watching.